Intro music. Shining Boss. Hello and welcome to Why This? A debate show. I'm your host and moderator for today's discussion, and today we're going to talk about a topic that has been creating a lot of buzz recently. We're going to discuss why fake news related to the unban of BGMI is circulating on Google and what impact it will have on the unbanning of BGMI, PUBG. To help us better understand the topic, we have a panel of experts joining us today. Introduce panel of experts. Shining Boss. So, let's start with the basics. Can someone explain what BGMI and PGMI are, and why they were banned in India? Expert 1. Sure, BGMI and PGMI are battle royale games developed by Krafton. They are the Indian version of the popular game PUBG. The game was banned in India in September 2020 under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. The Government of India cited concerns about the security and privacy of user data. Host, thank you for the explanation. Now, let's move on to our main topic. Why do you think fake news related to the unban of BGMI, PGMI is circulating on Google, and why is Google showing such news without confirming the same? Expert 2. The answer to this question lies in how Google's search algorithm works. Google's algorithm uses complex algorithms to understand the relevance and quality of the content on the web. Unfortunately, there are people who take advantage of this and create fake news to generate clicks and increase their website's traffic. Google's algorithm can sometimes get tricked by this fake news and show it on their search results, without confirming the authenticity of the information. Expert 3. Another reason is the lack of fact-checking and journalistic standards among some news sources. Many websites prioritize clicks and traffic over accuracy, leading to the spread of misinformation. Shining Boss, that's a valid point. Now, let's talk about the impact of this fake news on the unbanning of BGMI, PUBG. How do you think it will affect the process? Expert 1. This fake news can create confusion among the public and lead to false expectations. If people believe that BGMI, PUBG is about to be unbanned, they may start to engage in risky behavior, such as downloading fake APKs, which can lead to security and privacy issues. Expert 2. The spread of fake news can also make it harder for the government to make an informed decision. If the government sees that there is a lot of misinformation about the topic, they may be hesitant to unban the game, fearing backlash from the public. Expert 3. Lastly, the spread of fake news can lead to a loss of trust in the media and create a general sense of skepticism about news sources. This can have negative consequences for the broader information ecosystem. Shining Boss. Those are all great points. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but before we wrap up, I'd like to ask each of our panelists for their final thoughts on the topic. Expert 1. We need to prioritize accuracy and fact-checking in our news sources to combat the spread of fake news. Expert 2. Google needs to work on improving its algorithm to better identify and remove fake news from its search results. Expert 3. It's up to all of us to be responsible consumers of news and do our part to prevent the spread of fake news. Shining Boss. Thank you to all of our panelists for their insights on this important topic. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. We'll be back next week with another episode of Why This? A debate show. Until then, take care. Outro music.